Hey guys, it's Honeydew from me, aka your boy J-Tan, and today I have a performance review on the Nike Air Vapormax Flyknit. So let's get right into it. Starting out with the outsole, as you guys can see, we have regular rectangle squares of rubber and also larger rectangles in the places for higher wear areas. And for the performance of the outsole, actually, I feel like it performed well both in durability and also traction. So this setup for the outsole actually performed really well for traction. I don't know what they did with the rubber compound or the layout or whatever, but when I was running, I didn't feel like I was gonna slip at all, and that's pretty important, especially if you're running in rain and all the other terrains and stuff. I wouldn't recommend these so much for trails because things will get stuck in there, and also there is a little bit of instability, which I'll get into later in support or cushion. But also, I feel like the outsole was really durable. I wore these for about 50 miles and I've also been wearing them casually a lot. And as you guys, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but my rubber pods are wearing down a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I feel like these shoes are really durable and they're gonna last you quite a bit if you take care of them. And you should be good to go. So basically the outsole performed really nicely because you got good traction and you got good durability. Moving on to the cushioning of these Air Maxes. I don't want to say the whole name again. The cushioning is probably what drew me to the shoe the most because obviously that's what sets this Air Max apart from all the other Air Maxes, and apparently Nike's been working on this iteration of Air Max for like 5 years now. And let me tell you, they definitely nailed it because, okay, in the past, Air Maxes have always had those pillars. I don't know, like I'll put a picture in this on the screen, but they've always had those pillars, and when you wear your Air Maxes, like they would compress and like they would absorb some impact, but you always felt like it wasn't the softest or plushest setup, especially in the forefoot. But let me tell you, this cushioning is really, really nice. A lot of people are trying to compare it to Boost, to other faux midsoles, but in my opinion, you can't really compare the two. I feel like this is a little bit of a different feeling. It's more of like a soft feeling. I don't really know how to describe it, but it definitely feels good and it also absorbs a lot of impact. The only problem with this cushioning, however, in my opinion, is that there is a little bit of instability on the shoe, especially if you're an overpronator or you're a supinator. I don't know if I said that right. But if you run and you're running more on like this side and your heel crashes down on this side, this is gonna compress a lot and it's gonna like it's not gonna correct your pronation. And same thing if you're overpronator, it's not gonna correct your pronation, yeah. So basically, I don't think this would be a good shoe for those who have overpronation or supination, but it is gonna be a really good shoe for neutral runners because I feel like the cushioning is really nice. It feels really good just all throughout, and it just actually feels like Air Max. Like you're not gonna feel any pillars or anything. So I thought that was really nice of Nike, and I feel like they actually killed it with the setup. So yeah, other than the little instability part of the cushioning, everything else was really good in this cushion. So yeah, cushioning was A+ in the Nike Air Vapormax Flyknits. Moving on to the materials, we have a full Flyknit upper with some fuse, but it's very, very thin fuse. Like it doesn't even, like, I don't know, it doesn't really like affect the feeling at all of the Flyknit. The Flyknit is super soft, and also the whole upper is really lightweight. It really reminds me of the Flyknit Racer, and I think a lot of people already have made comparisons to the Flyknit Racers. I think the only difference is that they do have a little fuse ran around here, which is nice because it adds a little bit extra durability. But yeah, essentially the Flyknit upper is really light and it's like really thin, so it's not going to bother your foot, and it's also not going to add a lot of weight to the shoe. And moving on to the fit of the shoe, these fit a little bit narrow, or I feel like they fit true to size, lengthwise and widthwise, but if you have a little bit more of a wider foot like I do, I went true to size, and I feel like the cushioning setup, my toe was kind of over it, so it felt kind of weird. It felt like, I don't know, it felt like part of my foot wasn't on the cushioning system, but that's because I have a wide foot. But I feel like you should go true to size if you have a normal foot. If you have any other type of foot, like you might want to try these on. These are a little more snug than some other Nike shoes, so I would just advise go true to size or try these on if you have a normal foot. Or like if you have a wide foot, you should probably try them on, and narrow foot, you should probably try them on. Because if you're paying $190 for a shoe, you probably want to get the right fit. obviously. And yeah, the fit was actually really nice. Moving on to the performance of the fit, actually, the Flyknit did a really good job of locking your heel down, and it just really hugged the foot nicely, especially after you break them in. The upper is super soft. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. It's super soft. It's also really lightweight, and it just like fits the foot super nicely, especially if you tied the shoes tight. You're gonna get a really comfortable fit. Moving on to the support of the Nike Air Vapormax Flyknits. As you guys can see, the shoe is really flexible, probably the most flexible Air Max ever, but that doesn't really affect the performance at all, or I mean, in a negative way. Like on the positive side, these do offer a lot of flexibility, way more than the past Air Maxes have, and the support on these was pretty good. Again, back to the cushioning setup, it's just a little bit unstable, so I wouldn't recommend these for trail runners or for people with overpronation or supination. Other than that though, your heel is locked in, you're getting great midfoot containment. The whole containment is really nice. And you're also getting a pretty flexible shoe. So if you do need a little bit more rigidity in a shoe, like this shoe probably isn't for you. But I feel like these weren't really targeted toward the more serious runners. These are for more of the casual athletes, or the not so like, or for the athletes that are running as like to keep in shape, or just like casual runners. So yeah, the support, nothing was like really bad about it, except for this the instability in the cushion setup. Everything else was, you're gonna be good to go. Overall, how do I feel about the Nike Air Vapormaxes? I'm super excited that Nike came out with these. I feel like it was a really innovative shoe. And I finally feel like the Air Max kind of lived up to like how much like hype they brought and stuff like that. It actually felt really comfortable. The past Air Maxes were always comfortable, but these are just like on another level, and you can actually feel like you're walking on clouds a little bit. And I just feel like they did a good job executing this silhouette. The fit was really good. The cushion was really good. Just overall, the shoe was really good. Sorry, I keep saying good, but that's just how that's just the shoe. Like, I feel like it's just a well executed shoe, and you're gonna be happy if you purchase these. The only thing to keep in mind, again, I highly stress that if you're overpronator or you're supinator, like this might not be a good shoe for running. Casually, it might be okay. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really innovative shoe. Is it worth the $190 price tag though? I feel like that's up to you guys. Personally, I think it's a super comfortable shoe. It's an interesting looking shoe, innovative shoe, but I would probably have to wait till these go for around $130, $120. Then I feel like that's when they're really worth the money. But overall, I really like the performance. Casually, I probably wore these mostly with joggers or shorts and stuff like that. I didn't wear them with jeans or anything, but I mean, you guys do what you want, wear whatever you want, because in the end, that's all that matters, like what you think about yourself. But I really enjoyed the shoes. I think they're really interesting. I really give kudos to Nike for innovating this. I feel like they did a really good job, even though it looks kind of like a golf shoe or a soccer shoe. I mean, soccer cleat. It also reminds me of the Under Armour Scorpio or whatever that shoe is called. I'll put a picture right there. But yeah, it's just an interesting looking shoe. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have a pair. These actually sold out. I think they maybe restocked a couple times, but I was surprised that these sold out because I feel like a lot of people were hating on these. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting silhouette, and if you're into sneakers, you should definitely try and pick these up if they go on sale, or if you really want them right now, you can get them for retail probably, or a little bit above retail. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much wrap up my performance review on the Nike Air Vapormax Flyknits. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want a pair, if you want to run in your pair, if you want to wear it casually. What do you think about the aesthetics? Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm always curious to know what you guys think. And other than that though, please like the video if you enjoyed it or found it like helpful at all. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more videos coming, basketball videos and sneaker videos. So if you enjoy both of those things, you should subscribe to my channel. And other than that though, I don't have anything else to say to you guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.